Welcome back to At Home with Roby. I'm Patrick McIsaac from Roby Electric and W.H. Hobbs Plumbing. Trent Haston is not with us this week. He is sharpening his skills, helping us become a better business with his group. And we have Dave McGuire from Andrew Roby General Contractors. I was waiting for an applause there, Dave.
Well, no. Here's what I'll say.
Dave. Hey,
Dave. All right, Dave.
All right.
Dave.
I'm not backing down. Rest in peace, Tom Petty. That lead in.
Yeah, that was cool.
Nice, TJ. That was good.
You know, I saw something really cool, and not to get off topic, because I know if you were listening to the last segment, you want to hear what Brian Young has to say about branding. Dave, you teed him up so well, but I want to tell, if you didn't see Jason Aldean open up for Saturday Night Live playing "Won't Back Down," that I mean, it's giving me chills just thinking about it right now. I thought that was so cool and so well done. I mean, I just think that's neat. I know it's after a horrific tragedy and losing Tom Petty, and then just sort of tie those things together with that song.
Right.
It was good. It makes you proud to be an American.
It was. Yeah, it was very powerful.
Now, Dave, before the break, you were asking Brian how do they differentiate with their branding, I guess, solutions or strategy might be a better word for a business. And Brian, you were about to answer that, but we of course have to have a commercial break every now and again. So tell the audience what's different. What do you do differently? And I think one of the things is we were talking about is we're not just putting, Dave made a point, your name on an old pen that is going to get thrown in the trash. You guys brand on some really neat stuff. I'm looking at it. Looks like some kind of a Yeti cup.
Yeah, so I think that's a great question, and there's a lot of people in this industry, and I think a lot of people recycle, and what I mean by that is, they're going to come in and ask you how much are you paying for this item, and they're going to try to, get the price. But really, what value does that bring? I think with the Dunstan Group, we have a thing called the DG Promise, and this is something that Scott's done for his entire life. Is if there's going to be an issue, and it's going to happen in the custom world, right? We're working on tight deadlines. We're putting your logo onto an item. We're going to tell you right away that there might be something that happens. But if there is anything that happens, Scott will back that 100%. If our customer is not happy no matter what, we will back that. It will be free to you. We will make sure it is right no matter what. We provide a relationship. We provide someone that's going to pick up the phone. In the day and age of Amazon Prime, everybody loves it. It's simple. Go on. Have a drone, drop you lunch off in like 30 minutes. It's incredible. Well, we can't do that necessarily because it takes time. It takes leads, et cetera.
I could hear Trent if he was sitting here. He would whisper millennials.
Yeah. Well, exactly, and that's a great point. A lot of people's minds, and we work with a lot of millennials that are in those director of marketing roles or even a marketing assistant, et cetera. Their whole goal is Google, immediately Google. Oh, I need something, Google. Well, that's not going to always bring you the best value. And so if you have to go and say, oh, I need to do coffee mugs. Well, a lot of people are going to Google coffee mugs, and then they're coming up with some random website. We want to take that burden off of you. And if you allow us to have that relationship with your marketing team, we're going to come up with those creative ideas. We're going to take that time away so you can focus on your business. And I think that's the important thing is, if you give us an opportunity to do what we do, then we're going to enable you to have more time to do what you do. And that's the overall goal. If you can save time and focus more on your business and allow us to kind of be or run a parallel path with you, then that's how we're going to be the best resource. We're going to get you good swag. We're going to get you good gear. And overall, we're going to make you look good. And if we can make a director of marketing look good and an owner come up and say, wow, man, this jacket's awesome, or wow, this promo's awesome, or this corporate gift that you guys did knocked it out of the park. That's awesome. We don't even want credit, right? We don't even care for credit. We just want to be able to make your life a little bit easier, make you look good, make your brand look good, and hopefully help elevate that brand in any direction you're looking to go.
Dave, it sounds like the Andrew Roby Custom Construction division,
I think he just basically. Well, I think it sounds all of our Roby family companies. I mean, if you're looking for the cheapest price, you're looking for a commodity. We can respect that, but really, we're not the call you need to make, right? And I think that's the same thing with the Dunstan Group. We like to say, and Trent loves to get on the hilltops and preach priceless service for a fair price. Hey, listen, you're trusting the experts. We want to make this turnkey. We want to make this very, custom concierge type environment.
You're right.
Get the people that know what they're doing, and you relax, and we'll stand behind it. I mean, that DG Promise is powerful, right? The thing about Amazon, Amazon Prime is great, and it's very convenient. But what happens when something goes wrong, right?
Well, I agree, and it's funny that you bring that up, and that we're certainly not at all trying to take on Amazon. Amazon has just reinvented the retail world. But earlier in the week, I sent Dave a text message. I was on Amazon, probably buying some sort of trinket or I think it was a Halloween costume for my daughter, and it said Handyman Services. And so I took a picture of it and sent it to Dave, and I said, check this out. And his response was, but where is the service? What happened? Do I call Amazon when something goes wrong? Who shows up? How do I know? So there's so many questions in our world and your world, Brian, that can't be answered by an online. It's a person. It's a relationship. It's knowing that something's going to be handled. That if things go wrong, Dave's going to show up, or I'm going to show up, or Brian's going to show up. And I'll give you an example of that with the Dunstan Group, and I'm sure you can give me a construction example as well, Dave. We ordered some hats. I told this on the last time when Scott was here. We ordered some hats. They weren't to Scott's specifics. This is before you were there. I never knew about it. He threw them away and remade the hats. The reason I knew and found out is the hats were supposed to arrive, I think it was a Tuesday. And was it McLean from your office?
That's right. She's the best.
She's awesome. She called me and said, "Hey, I got bad news. These aren't going to be here on Tuesday." And I was kind of like bummed out. I was all excited about my new hats, you know. And she said and I said, I kind of pushed her a little bit, and she didn't want to tell me. I said, "Well, what happened?" She said, "Well, they weren't perfect, so Scott threw them away, and he's making another batch." I would have never known that. And that sounds like an old Papa Ron story, you know. If it wasn't perfectly in line, what would happen?
No, you'd tear it out. And it's not costing the customer more, and the customer wouldn't even know unless they just happened to be standing there right then. They would never know, and it would get handled. Right?
That's the golden rule. We talk about that on the show all the time. If it's not always about making money. Do the right thing, and money will become a byproduct of doing the right thing by your client. We had my dad in here. I think it was last Sunday. My dad was on the show. I don't know if you heard or not, Brian, but he was in business for 40 years, director, in a sales managerial role, and that's what he kept telling us is it's all about the client. That's what people have to understand. It's the customer and the customer experience, and that's really what we all sell here, right?
Absolutely, and I think you guys hit that right, perfect actually. With the Dunstan Group, we want to be able to help you out, right? But like you mentioned earlier, with the catalog, with online searches, we have all that. If you want to go to our website and search, you absolutely can. But I think the difference is maybe there's an item on our website that maybe we haven't had a lot of success with, and you come to me and say, "Hey, man, I need these pins," and I'm going to ask you, why? Well, maybe it's 50 cents. That's my budget. Okay. Well, let's work and try to get you into a product that we know we're going to be successful with. Because the one thing that we're not going to do is put our logo on anything or put your logo on anything that you're not going to be happy with. We can offer you a good, better, best solution and hit any budget that you're looking for. But at the same time, we're going to provide you our subject matter expert ability to say, "Hey, this is what we would do." You can make that decision. Most of the time, we're right. Sometimes we do make mistakes, but at the same time, we'll always make those better. Yeah. And one thing that's cool that we're coming up with, I think that differentiates us is new for the 2017. We do a ton of holiday gifting. So if you have anybody out there that you're looking for gifts for your corporations, you're looking for gifts, anything that you want to brand, we've created a new thing called the Brand Builders box. And what it is, it's basically a fully custom box in multiple different sizes. And we work with you to put multiple different branded items in there, whether it's a jacket, whether it's a Yeti, whether it's a specific bag, whatever you're really looking for. But this box really creates the experience. And when you think about your birthday or Christmas and opening presents, it's not so much about what's in the box, it's the process of opening the box. So if you can kind of create that, then you're gonna, let's say we have 100 boxes, we'll have them all stacked up for an event. People all day are going to be looking at those boxes going, "Oh my gosh, what's in the box? What's in the box?" It could be nothing in the box.
You make a good point.
But so that's something where we want to increase the experience, because everything's an experience, and if you can do that, you're winning.
I went to a CCA event, Carolina Conservation Association. They do a silent auction, or they do a live auction, and the last item was a nice Sims bag. It was called the mystery bag. I don't remember what they called it, but man, these jokers were throwing money around. I want to see what's in that bag.
Yeah,
throwing money around like it was
exactly.
Going. I was like, man, this bag's like $300 bag, and what it went for, I think it went for like $1,700. I was mesmerized, and the guy who got it, everybody gathered around like, open the bag.
It's the unknown, right? I mean, it's the whole experience, and that's what we want to create.
Cool. Well, Brian, let us know how people can get in touch with you. Tell us the website. Tell us what's up. We got about 25 seconds here.
Yeah, so you can
and
find
then
us.
Dave and I are going to have a great conversation. You got to stay tuned. But
absolutely, I will. I appreciate that. You can find us at dunstangroup.com. That's DUNSTAN group.com, or you can call us at 704-293-4609. Also, look us up on Instagram to find out some really cool projects that we're doing in and outside of the community that might give you some creative ideas and ways that we can help.
Stay with us. I'm going to put Dave McGuire on the spot here in just a second.